I never thought the most terrifying sound in my life wouldn't be the roar of a collapsing building, but the voice of my own boyfriend crackling through a radio somewhere behind a wall of fire. And in that moment, I realized something far worse than fear. I had sent him there. I'm 28, a nurse, Clarksville. That night, I had just finished a double shift in the ICU. My hands were still trembling, not from adrenaline anymore, but from the emptiness that comes after it. My eyes burned from fluorescent lights, and my skin felt like it didn't belong to me. All I wanted was silence, a cold shower, 10 hours of nothing. Instead, I got fire. My life was measured in minutes. IV drips, chart updates, dressings. Everything precise, everything controlled. Except for Jack. Jack was a firefighter, the kind of man who doesn't talk when things get scary and smiles when everything is falling apart. We lived in opposite rhythms. His shifts swallowed days, mine devoured nights. Sometimes we didn't see each other for days, just leaving notes on the fridge like strangers trying to stay in love. Eat something. Don't wait up. Miss you. But when we were together, the world felt quiet. He ran into burning buildings. I tried to put people back together after. Somehow it worked. That night, on my way home, I made a small detour. Mrs. Gable, former patient, elderly, alone. She'd forgotten her medication at the hospital. It was supposed to take 5 minutes. The building was ordinary, brick, quiet. Too quiet. I climbed the stairs, already pulling my keys from my pocket, and stopped. There was a thin line of smoke slipping out from under the neighbor's apartment door. Gray, almost delicate. And the smell. Sweet, sharp, wrong. Burning insulation. I should have left. Called emergency services. Waited outside like a normal person. But I didn't. Because I'm a nurse. Because instinct doesn't turn off. I knocked, hard. No answer. I started shouting, doors, names, anything. The hallway filled faster than I expected. The smoke wasn't gentle anymore. It was thick, invasive, alive. It crawled into my throat, my lungs, my thoughts. I found Mrs. Gable frozen in her doorway, clutching the frame like it was the only thing holding her to the world. "It's okay," I said, even though it wasn't. I grabbed a towel, soaked it, pressed it to her face, then mine. "Stay with me." We moved. Or tried to. The air had weight now. Every breath felt like swallowing something burning and metallic. My eyes watered so badly I could barely see. The world narrowed into shapes, shadows, sound. Cracking wood, distant sirens. My own heartbeat, too loud, too fast. We reached the stairwell. Almost there. Almost. The door below exploded inward. A figure stepped through the smoke. Heavy gear. Controlled movement. Familiar. I knew it before I saw the number on his helmet. Jack. He moved through the chaos like it obeyed him. In seconds, he was in front of us. He took Mrs. Gable from me effortlessly, like she weighed nothing, and then his hand found my shoulder. "Hey," he said softly, like we were anywhere else in the world. Outside, the air hit my lungs like ice. I collapsed onto the grass, gasping, dragging oxygen into my body like I'd been underwater too long. Jack pulled off his mask. His face was smeared with soot, but he was smiling. "You're okay," he said. For a second, everything was. Then I looked up. Third floor. Fire behind the windows. Bright. Hungry. And suddenly, I remembered. The boy, the neighbor's kid, always waving at me from that window. I opened my mouth, closed it. If I said it, he would go back. If I didn't, that child would burn. My chest tightened. You're a nurse. You don't get to choose who lives. Jack! My voice broke. There's a child. Third floor. Apartment 3B. The moment the words left me, I knew what I had done. I watched his face change. Not fear. Not hesitation. Decision. Stay here, he said. And then he was gone. The commander shouted after him, voice cutting through the chaos. Negative! Structure's unstable! Get back! But Jack didn't stop. He disappeared into the fire. Time lost meaning. 1 minute, 2, 5. The building groaned, like it was alive and dying at the same time. Flames pushed through windows, devouring everything. The roof sagged. The radio at the commander's belt crackled with static. And somewhere inside that noise, I thought I heard his voice. Or maybe I just needed to. The pressure in my chest became unbearable. This wasn't duty anymore. This was me. I had sent him back. Then, a window on the 3rd floor shattered. Black smoke poured out, thick and oily. And in the opening, Jack. He stood on the edge, a small bundle clutched tightly to his chest. No way back. The staircase was gone. Below, firefighters scrambled, shouting, pulling out a rescue tarp. Flames curled behind him, reaching. For a second, everything slowed. I saw his hands tighten around the child, saw the slight tilt of his head. And even through the mask, I felt it. He was looking at me. Not asking, not blaming, just seeing me. And in that instant, I understood something terrifying and absolute. He wasn't doing this because I told him to. He was doing it because this is who he is. He jumped. The world snapped back. Impact. The tarp stretched, caught them. Shouts, movement, chaos. The child cried. Alive. Not a single scratch. Jack didn't move.
He survived.
Broken bones, burns, a concussion. 3 weeks I barely left his hospital room. The same hospital where I worked, where I'd spent years pretending I understood life and death. I didn't. Not until then. A month later, he took his first steps on crutches. We got married in the hospital courtyard. Simple, quiet, perfect. He'll never go back to the fire department. And we live a different life now. A quieter one. But sometimes, at night, I feel him tense beside me. His breath changes. His hand searches for mine, desperate, unconscious. I hold it. Every time. Because I know where he is when he dreams. I save people for a living. That's my job. But for the rest of my life, I will carry the weight of one question. That night, did I save a child? Or almost lose the person I love most?